How's the White House dealing with this border situation? Here is KJP and the president. Roll tape.
Believe we have a robust process to deal with what is going to occur after Title 42 lifts.
We're doing all we can. The answer is it remains to be seen. It's going to be chaotic for a while.
All right. Lieutenant Chris Olivarez from the Texas Department of Public Safety joins me now. Lieutenant, there's a Texas task force sent to the border. Are they going to keep people out or just help them come in more efficiently?
Well, good morning, Stuart. So I think there's some confusion there with the U.S. troops that are being deployed by the federal government and what Texas Governor Greg Abbott has done by deploying a specialized tactical unit comprised of National Guard soldiers. Those National Guard soldiers will be used to help secure the border, help repel any type of mass migration between the ports of entry.
Okay, hold on a second.
The U.S. soldiers...
Okay, Lieutenant, hold on a second. If that Texas task force is going to be used to repel people coming into our country, there's going to be clashes. Right? I mean, that's going to happen.
Well, of course, Stuart, of course. But these specialized soldiers are specialized trained in crowd management to repel any type of mass migration or also large crowds. So they have a specialized training. That's why they're a specialized group. Now, we compare it, as I mentioned, between, from the U.S. soldiers, they're going to be used for administrative duty. So I think that's where the confusion is. These soldiers will be used on the border to help secure the border, unlike what the U.S. soldiers are going to be used for.
See, I'm not confused, Lieutenant. I just want to know whose side the president is on. Is he on the side of the people repelling people, migrants, or is he on the side of those just welcoming them in and making it efficient? Whose side is he on?
Well, we know, sir, for a fact that the federal government's on the side as far as allowing what we're seeing right now, this influx of mass migration for the past 2 years, and even right now more so. They've had 2 years to put a plan in place, and they have not done so. All they're doing is allowing this mass migration to take place, and they want to create a large amount of amnesty for these illegal immigrants, which is not going to stem the flow of people coming across the border.
I'm using the word invasion to describe what's happening. Am I going too far?
No, sir. You're absolutely correct. The governor, Abbott, has even declared it as an invasion. We know it's an invasion. There's no other way around it. I mean, the visuals, the videos that Fox has been showing clearly shows what we are undertaking right now, and clearly it is an invasion. There's no other way to describe it. And also, one thing to keep in mind, Stuart, it's not just those large groups coming across. We also have to keep in mind the gotaways, the people that are trying to sneak into the border undetected. That's what we've been doing this morning with our state troopers, Border Patrol agents. We're focused on criminal activity, apprehending those that don't want to be caught. Because again, within those groups, you do have suspected terrorists, criminal gang members, and you have drugs. We still have a fentanyl crisis that we're dealing with as well. But yet, right now, we need to focus on that as opposed to just focusing on these asylum seekers that are coming into the country.
Lieutenant Chris Olivarez, Texas, thanks for joining us, sir. We much appreciate it and the work you're doing.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you.